Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to look at duty 6 now. And duty 6 looks at how we evaluate and reflect on the effectiveness of our practice for the purpose of self-development. So again, as always, you've got your PowerPoint presentation there, which you can go through. There's some reading material here, and we'll go through the online material now. And again, we'll talk about some tools and things that you can use. So duty 6 looks at evaluation and reflection on the effectiveness of own practice for the purpose of self-development. So here, this involves evaluating and reflecting on the effectiveness. We obviously need to collect data, part of an evaluation process, and collecting that data allows us to look at our own performances. So with collecting data, it's useful for you to have this electronically. So I would highly recommend you look at something such as Jotform. So Jotform is an online tool where you can create surveys. You can sign up for free. You can have templates there, people fill them in, and again, you can use that data to help evaluate your practice. You can do evaluation forms. SurveyMonkey does exactly the same thing. The other one that you could do if you wanted to, so if if you're in a situation where you can't buy resources like that, we can go to Google, and we can go to Google Forms. So Google is free. You can also set up your free account in Google. And then here, look, there's lots of different forms that I've created in the past. Enrollment forms, update forms, evaluation forms, processes, etc. So again, you could just create a feedback from your session. You give the person the link. So you send that there, you get a link. They obviously then fill that in. And then you can look at your responses. And then you can look at the feedback, and again, it creates it as a spreadsheet. Let's see if I've got one that's been filled in. I'm not sure if I think these were all ones that I've set up for training. Yeah, I don't think any of these have been filled in. But anyway, if they had been filled in, you've got your response there. It does put it into a spreadsheet for you as well. And there's lots of different ways that you can use that. So you can change your palette and etc. So the reality is it's a nice thing. You can have your session, give the link and just say to somebody, look, you can do that. And again, it keeps things a bit more anonymous. You can use that feedback as part of your self-evaluation. Now, you should be keeping your own as a mentoree, CPD me. So I use a dashboard called CPD me. I haven't used it for a while, to be honest with you, but there is a free plan, and in here you can record all of your CPD. So you can do your recordings, webinars, standard CPD events. You can't upload certificates in the free one, but you can write about certificates that you've attended. It's limited on how many entries you can do. That's fine. But if you could pay for it, £2.99 a month, then there you can do unlimited reflections, and they have really useful under CPD me. They have really useful reflective templates. So I'll show you these as well. Now, CPD.me, I've got no affiliation to CPD.me. You could also use CPD online, which is a free one as well. So I'll show you that as well. Because I think when you use tools, you then don't have to worry about the theory behind them, because they are written in lines of Gibbs and Ralph. You can actually pick who your theorist is and it'll create the template for you. CPD portal. So there's two. You've got CPD me or CPD portal. Both of them you can log in and have a look at. So you can see there my computer's really struggling. I'll give that a chance to open up. We'll go back to that. So you can use the forms that you've created, and I'll want to see some of those throughout your journey. I'll want to see how you've done that. And I'll want to see some kind of improvement plan. So what have you done off the back of your personal development? Equally, you should be able to track your own development and your own growth, etc. So let's just log in. I wonder if it remembers me. Okay, so it has remembered me. So in here then, you can see you've got your last 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, hours, logs, entries, diaries, and reflections. So your reflections are here. For your reflections, if you add a reflection, it brings up a template, which is great. So that's really helpful. So here, because premium member. I was meant to be a premium member for life. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. But in here, you can do your reflection. If you pay that $2.99, it actually brings up the reflective journal side, which is obviously really useful. It creates your portfolio. I mean, I have to say, it is very advanced for what it does. It is a great tool. It does lots of free things that you can attend as well throughout the year, lots of different things. And then you can share your CPD as well. So you can hit a button and it shares your whole portfolio with somebody. So that's how CPD.me works. Then you've got this other one, which is free. So this is free CPD. It doesn't cost anything, this one. And all you're going to do is you add a new CPD log. And as you add it, you've got Ralph's here. So what did you learn? What are you going to do? What's going to be different for it? And then you complete the record. So, and CPD doesn't have to be, you know, if you're going to do reflections, continual professional development hasn't got to be a training course. It could just be meeting with Steve. So we could do that as an event, for example, an hour. We did it for today. So just put work, the name of your work. So I had a one-to-one with Steve. This went well. So what I might do is cheat here. Please provide a collective Gibbs reflected cycle. One-to-one development session I had with my third skills for care certificate and birthday. There we go. So you can always use AI to cover this. Look, there you go. Look, so a good reflection there. You've got your description, what happens, your feelings about it, your evaluation, your analysis, your conclusion, and then an action plan. Obviously, if you're going to use AI, make sure it is what you want. Go in, tweak it, tidy it up, and then you can just pop that in there. You complete the CPD record, and there it is. Look, it's saved. It's in there for your lifetime. It's covered as an event. It gets logged, and it's there. You can review it if you want. So yeah, really useful tools. Doesn't cost anything, free. My favorite kind of figure. So bear that in mind. That's a great way to evaluate and reflect on effectiveness of own practice. So you could do this as a mentor, and you could ask your mentorees to do this. And what a great way for your mentorees to track their own progression. And every meeting you can get them to do this, and you can use this to track progression and see how they're getting on. You know, they can go back in, they can edit it. But just a lovely free way, and you can download your record there. So once they've done it, you can download your record for evidence. If you needed a record for CQC or for a meeting, or maybe you needed it for court to prove that you did what you did, there you go. You've got your record there of what you've done and the evaluation. So it prints it all out for you. Activity, what it was, date, time, place. Yeah. So I don't think you can go wrong for that. Equally, if we look at areas of development, in here, we've got our action plan. After the conclusion, the action plan. So my action plan here is to build on the experience. I plan to enroll on the care certificate program, seek out additional resources, whatever it is that you think your action plan is. For it to be smart, though, that's quite specific. It's not measurable because we've put timeframes on there. So we could redo, please redo. However, on the action plan, please add smart targets. Right, let's see now what it produces for us. And we'll see the difference. Ready? There we go, look. So easily done. You can use AI as well to create your plans or whatever with your mentorees. So it's about working smart and not hard now, people. Use the resources that you've got. You know, if you need to set a personal development plan and goal, please redo as a personal development plan. There you go. Personal development, complete skills for care certificate, target specific measurable goals. Job done. So there's lots of ways in which you can use technology to help with your mentoring duties. It does not all have to be this really laborious ways of working. And look, track progress of growth. Well, you've got your CPD tracker there. You've got the fact that it does that, and you've got, when you go back to this, did you achieve those? Tick yes or no. You could even put this, please redo with a please redo in a format so I can review at next meeting. There you go, look. Look at that. So even if you wanted to do it, you could create your personal development goal forms. You put your goal in there, progress your thing, pop what you want in there. There's your goal 2, obtain a first aid certificate. Look, did you achieve it? Enrollment date completion. You can tick that off and track it. You do not have to be doing it the old-fashioned way anymore. And that definitely meets this one, doesn't it? Adapt and evolve. Continually adapt your approaches based on reflection. Okay, good. There's your PowerPoint presentation, so you can read through that. Again, I've done a book for you to have a look at, so you can have a look at how you establish and review those. We've looked at roles and responsibilities, but your roles and responsibilities about progression and reflection is about giving people the tools. So give them access to CPDME, ask them to track themselves, give them the tools of AI, ask them to set themselves goals. You know, that's easily done. Know how to plan for a mental session and review and revise action plans. So I showed you that in the previous ones. So again, there you go, please make a form. There it is. You know, you can even get AI to fill it in for you, but again, you don't have to work hard here. We have already covered how to make plans and session plans and how to review them and set agendas, all that lot, in previous ones. It's just that these they cover the standards 2 or 3 times. So theories and models of evaluation and reflection. So Caleb works well, and through experiential learning theory, he does the 4 stages. So have a look at those 4 stages there. Gibbs reflective cycle looks at the reflective practice. So what did I learn? How do I feel? What did I get from this? But let's just say you like these theories. So you could take that theorist, pop it there, okay, form. And there you go. There's your form that covers that theory. So Caleb's experiential learning theory. Here's a form based on his theories of reflective learning. Okay, let's just say you want a Gibbs reflective cycle feedback form. There we are. So we don't need to be working hard anymore, do we? But we do need to be working smart. So again, if you are new to these theories and you haven't heard of Caleb's or Gibbs or the Grow model or the reflective practitioners model or Bloom's taxonomy, that one's quite common. Single loop learning, whatever it is, you can just pop it into AI. Please, you can have a look at them and then go, all right, which ones do I like for my work? Which ones would be relevant for my apprentices or my students? And again, you could sit there with them and go, which one do you prefer? Which one would you prefer to carry your reflections out on? Okay, so just use the tools that are there. So the role of supervision in supporting the mentor. In the previous module, I gave you a book, the Mentor's Handbook. You should have a mentor's handbook. But again here, the role of supervision in supporting the mentor really is about maintaining that relationship, encouraging reflective practice, maintaining feedback and evaluation, constantly looking at quality assurance. So reflective practice you've now covered through online CPDME. Feedback and evaluations you've covered through online forms that they can fill in, feedback forms. That then allows quality assurance because you can use that and change your behavior because personal development you've done through those mentoring agreements. You've looked at those forms that you can use. So really what you're left down with is creating a supportive, encouraging environment, managing those conflicts and providing an opportunity to create that learning. Resource sharing, this is what I'm doing with you, right? I'm sharing resources. I'm sharing with you all of my knowledge of using AI, using online materials, using referrals to help give you those resources that you need practically to manage and do your jobs. And again, crisis interventions, looking at techniques on how you manage those learners at risk. But again, you can use your supervision forms. You can create a supervision form. So from a practical point, what is it that I'm going to want to see? Well, I'm going to want to see how you monitor, how you give feedback, and where is that feedback kept. So again, you may ask for a CPD record, and you can do that. You may ask that you do it in your contract meetings. You may have a formal form that you're using as part of Matrix, so you're monitoring it in progress. You may have an individual learning plan. Here, look, so please make an ILP for someone who is new to care work. There you go. So there's like an individual learning plan. You're just going to go through, tick that off. To be fair, you might want that more as a form. Please make this into a form with boxes so I can give feedback and self-reflection. So be as creative as you want to be. Look, so straight away, how amazing is that, right? Got it. So be as creative as you want to be. It's down to you to use these tools the way that you want them. Obviously, looking at best practice, best practice will come from the Institute for Mentoring and other areas there that you can have a look at. Obviously, comment on success, monitor that growth, and be open with your mentoree. Maintaining a sustainable practice really is by using now advanced online technology. Nothing should be paper-based anymore. You can use this as an app. You can use this as an app. You can use Canvas as an app. You can use online learning as an app. Nothing needs to be printed out anymore. It's just such an archaic way of working. And again, using AI will bring back work-life balance. Again, around ethical standards, we've covered this already, and about being resilient. And remember, what we said was if you struggle with those areas, you can always look at my mental health nurse videos. So looking at your reading list then, the Mentor's Guide we've already covered. I keep going back to one because it's a great book. Reflective Practice and Supervision is quite a useful book just for you to understand how supervision works in reflective practice, but we've covered it anyway. There is, if you've never done supervision training before, there is free online supervision. If you go to my mental health nurses, you can do your free supervision training on there, do it as CPD. The National Mentoring Resource Centre, that's there, and the Princess Trust, we've already spoken about those. And then you've got your theories. And again, we've covered all of those theories through today's session, looking at AI and how you can use that technology. So let's look at the skills assessment here. In duty 6, I now need you to explain the significance of establishing an evaluation process, describe its key components of rigorous evaluation, discuss strategies for engaging the mentorees, explore the role for feedback, provide an example case study and analyze this, and then pop your answers in there. And then I will see you for duty 7. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.